Hi, my name is Bea. I am art teacher in the high school, IES AL-FAKAR, and I have done with the rest of my students a personal version about the Lorca life. Finally, we need to say that this is a shadow theater where the visual effects are very, very important. In our performance, Lorca told us different part of his life through a timeline where we combine the life of Lorca with points of different periods of his life.
Hi, I'm Amalia. I'm the music teacher in the IES AL-FAKAR. Well, I would like to explain to you how had been my experience, with the music, because we have worked very hard in order to prepare the material for the 3 plays that I share with my colleagues Luisa, Bea, Conchi, and other teachers that have been participating in this project. Okay, so I have been working with an ensemble that about jazz that I normally play with an ensemble with a drummer and double bass and a pianist. And they have been working with us. It has been really amazing, the experience and the connection with the students. After that, I would like to explain to you that, of course, we have tried to find the music, the popular music in Spain. It's anonymous music, but these works has been played by very important musicians and poets like Falla, like Lorca. For example, I would like to explain to you some examples like Los Pelegrinitos, Cuatro Muleros, Tres Morillas de Jaén, Don Boiso, and Jaleo. They are really amazing music that is very important to understand and to listen in order to understand the spirit of Spain, from the folkloric music that we have. We have tried to play with this music in the plays with musicians, some students that play instruments, and other students have been dancing, and another have been singing these songs. All of this has made a very amazing experience for us, and I'm very happy, and I have had a lot of fun trying to prepare it.
We aren't to open the Carta to make the public happy with a war game, or with a room we only have a cheerful light and shadow.
This afternoon we'll try to have a bit of reality. We should say that nothing is fake. Angels, shadows are flying among us. You will learn its poetry.
Today the poet has great news later. He tells your life. Ladies and gentlemen, the performance time.
Letter to Juan, my friend. Hello, Juan. War is getting closer and I'm sometimes in despair. I live half hidden in some friend's house. In your last letter, you asked me about my life. You asked me to tell you about it as if it were one of my poems. I was born in Fuente Vaqueros, Granada, in the year 1898. My first teacher was my mom. It was her job, and she always made me read. I grew up surrounded by books and music. My father was a landowner, and we could say we lived comfortably. My village was close to Granada, but it was a village and my childhood went by, full of white streets and houses, by gardens and hens.
Arbolé, arbolé, tree, tree, dry and green. The girl with her pretty face keeps on picking olives. The wind, playboy of towers, grass around the world. Fairy passed by on Andalusi ponies. The wind blue and green jacket, dry scarves. Con tu cordo, muchacho.
The girl won't listen to them. Three young bullfighter pass, slender in the way, with jacket the color of oranges and swords of 18 silver. Come to Sevilla, muchacha. The girl won't listen to them. When the afternoon had turned dark brown with a scattered light, a young man passed by, wearing robes and mantle of the moon. Come to Granada, muchacha.
And the girl won't listen to them. The girl keeps on picking olives. The wind, playboy of towers. Tree, tree, dry and green.
In 1915, I enrolled in the law school and philosophy and literature school. Sometimes I meet friends like Ángel Barrios in the Alameda Coffee Bar to attend the Rinconcito catering. Juan, it has been said that I'm more a musician than a poet. And what's more, music fills me with passion. I'm playing the piano a lot in this period of my life. In 1919, when I was at the college, I moved to another city, Madrid. Poetry, music, and theater slowly looked me up. I meet Dalí and Buñuel, two of my best friends, and I published my first book of poems.
High pin forest, four dogs fly in the air, four dogs fly and return with their four shadows wander. Blue pin forest, four dogs are on the ground.
While I was in Madrid, I met real poets. We enjoy meeting in bars and reading our poems about love, death, and social injustice. We were called 27th generation some years later. After some time, I came to Granada. And there I come, full of fire. the musician. We visited the Alpujarra together, and I start to look into the popular song, and el cante hondo.
Tres morillas me enamoran en Jaén, Aisha, Fátima y Mariel. Tres morillas me enamoran en Jaén, Aisha, Fátima y Mariel. Tres morillas tan garridas iban a coger olivas y allá van las cogidas en Jaén, Aisha, Fátima y Mariel. Tres morillas me enamoran en Jaén, Aisha, Fátima y Mariel. Tres morillas me enamoran en Jaén, Aisha, Fátima y Mariel.
Verde que te quiero verde, verde viento y verde rama. Green I want you green, green wind and green branches. The dark ship on the sea and the horse on the mountain, with her waist that made of shadow, dreaming on the high veranda. Green the flesh and green the tresses, with eyes of frozen silver. Green I want you green, under the gypsy moon. Silent things are looking at her, things she cannot see.
Y allá van las cogidas y cantaban desvaídas, y las colores perdidas en Jaén, Aisha, Fátima y Mariel. Tres morillas me enamoran en Jaén, Aisha, Fátima y Mariel.
After being left broken-hearted, I decided to go to America. Well, I have to say, to New York. Life rhythm there is beating. New York's blew away with the glowing lights in Broadway, and the most important buildings enlightened in the suns goes down. This city never sleeps.
In the sky, there is nobody asleep. Nobody is asleep. The creatures of the moon sleep and prowl above the cabins. The living iguanas will come and bite the men who not dream. And the men who rusted without his spirit broken will meet on the street corner the unbelievable alligator, quiet beneath the tender bodies of the star. Nobody is asleep on earth. Nobody is asleep.
After my trip to New York, I found the university theater group, La Barraca, in order to bring theater close to people with classic plays of golden century. We all go riding in carts like ancient actors, from one village to another. After that, I ride Blood Weddings and Bernarda Alba House.
luna vino a la fragua con su polizón de nardo. The moon came to the forge with his bust of tuberose. The boy looks at her, the boy is looking at her. In the shaking air, the moon moves his arm, and teaching lubricant pour her heart in blessed.
Run away, moon, moon, moon. If the easy came, they would do with your hair, white necklace and rings.
Boy, let me down. When the easy come, they find you and the envy with cloud eyes.
Run away, moon, 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 that I already feel like host. Little boy, let me, don't step on my street witness.
Me will know socialist ideas, Juan. I getting me into trouble. And I have received some thrift recently. Since the war outbreak today, I got a letter from the Mexican government to move there. However, I don't feel like leaving my place. I love Granada.
Si muero, deja el balcón abierto. If I die, leave the balcony open. The little boy is eating orange. From my balcony, I can see him. The reaper is harvesting the wheat. From my balcony, I can hear him. If I die, leave the balcony open.
Was arrested on 16 August 1936. 2 years after that, he was executed in Bernard Cliff.
I was society that his parents, the Roldan and Alba family, against play the Bernarda Alba house. Ladies and gentlemen, ESO personal version, the poet Federico García Lorca, live.